He tells him, ooh, love, no one's ever gonna hurt you, love. I'm gonna give you all of my love. Nobody matters like you.
Alright guys, and we are going to be watching Goku versus Superman 1 and 2 Debunked. So this is about the death battle, both death battles. Apparently they did 2, we only watched 1. And this is going to be debunking it. There's another video that I'm going to be watching by the same YouTuber, SethTheProgrammer, that talks about who would win in the actual fight. And he gives his honest opinion on who he thinks would win. But anyways, we are going to check this video out, but just give me one moment of your time, because there's one thing that I want to talk about. So when I first started, I started doing stuff about Dragon Ball, and then I switched to doing stuff about all types of anime. Okay? SethTheProgrammer is the reason why I got into doing YouTube videos. Well, not the main reason. He's one of the reasons that I got into doing YouTube videos and doing them over Dragon Ball. Then I switched to anime because I felt like, actually, I'm going to leave an iCard up in the top corner. I want you to go ahead and click that if you want to know why I switched from talking about just Dragon Ball to talking about anime. I also switched my channel name and everything. And if you want to know more information, watch that one. And it's just an update. But anyways, he's one of the main reasons why I got into making YouTube videos. Now, he has 1.7 million views, and this came out on February 17th of 2017. His like to dislike ratio is 41,000 likes to 8.2 thousand likes. As you can see, I'm already subscribed to his channel. Really good SethTheProgrammer, really good YouTuber, really good content. I'll leave a link in the description for you guys to go and check out yourself, give your own opinions, and maybe, just maybe, hit that subscribe button and turning on notifications. But anyways, let's get started on the actual video itself.
Hello everyone,
it's a
it's your
collaboration
host,
too.
SethTheProgrammer. With me today I have my good friend Chuck the Cyber Cuck, and we are going to be debunking a heavily requested video, Screw Attack Goku vs. Superman 1 and 2. Now before we start, we should talk about, Seth, you're just debunking this because you're fucking Dragon Ball tard. What would you say about that, Chuck?
Well, if people actually look at the videos, we've debunked like 5 of our videos of our debunks are based on Dragon Ball. Like we debunked Zeno, like if he's omnipotent. We debunked, the Saitama shit. We debunked Saitama like 2 or 3 times. On my channel, I have 2 Dragon Ball based debunks and only 1 Superman based debunk. So we have more that are anime based.
Yeah.
We've directly debunked Dragon Ball characters. Especially, if you consider our Marvel and DC ones, like the ones where we heard a skull Goku, we outright say many characters shit on Goku, right? So we're basically debunking the notion that Goku solos these verses.
And I also actually got in contact with many Superman fans to make this video. They were very gracious and gave me some author quotes I'm going to be using. And some of them even gave me some, feats that I should use, since Screw Attack actually downplayed Superman severely in this video. And we're going to be going over...
Okay, that's actually really impressive. So not only is he using information that he's getting from authors themselves, but he's also using feats that would actually not only play a disadvantage to Superman, but these are actually coming from people who are huge fans of Superman and still want to see, what would the battle outcome be. SethTheProgrammer, really knowledgeable when it comes to DBZ, has a whole bunch of information about the manga, the Daizenshuu, and he uses tons of different information. And so he will obviously be putting Goku at the right level. He won't be making him too strong or too weak. But anyways, let's continue.
That as well. This isn't just Seth, please prove why Goku shits on Superman. It's not like that. We're explaining why this video is retarded. All right. And we're gonna be going over why it's retarded for Goku and Superman on both sides. So
first off,
all right.
they should really
So they're more debunking the information that they say, not the entire premise itself. They're not saying, oh, the video's stupid because Goku and Superman would never fight. They're basically just saying, like, it's stupid because of, what they, like, all the information and stuff that they give. So basically just going to be fact-checking them.
downplayed Goku like more than Superman, honestly, because of the calculations. And honestly, the multipliers they used for their calculations were completely wrong, right?
So basically what happened for speed, they said, okay, Goku can move at 64, million kilometers per hour. And then for Super Saiyan, he can move 32 million kilometers per hour. So what they were trying to make it look like, they're trying to make it look like they multiplied it by 50 because, like 6 times 5 is 30. So they thought they could slip in that 32 and make you think that they multiplied the other one by 50. But if you look at it, they actually said that Super Saiyan is half the speed of base Goku. On
Wait,
their
what?
Shit. They're trying to pull a fast one on us, bro. They think we're fucking retarded. And then, so Super Saiyan 2 is exactly as fast as base Goku. So they literally downplayed Goku to be 100 times slower than he actually would have been, so that Superman would have been faster than him at the end screen. So just keep that in mind, that they're pulling this slithery ass shit when we're doing more of our calculations, all right? So literally in their own calculation, Goku is over 100 times, well, not 100, he's more like 20 times faster than Superman, because they had Superman at 10 times faster than light, and Goku would be like 260 times faster than light if you did the proper multipliers. So
all right, so I'm gonna give you like an exact number here. So they say that base Goku is 64 million times. His speed is 64 million kilometers per hour. You times it by 50 for Super Saiyan 1, and you should be getting about 3.2 billion. But what did they put on there? They put 32 million. So
half base more.
All right. And if you look at the math, this would already be stronger than, not stronger, faster than Super Saiyan 4. So
the Super Saiyan 1, and then you times it by 2, you should be getting 6.4 billion. But what did they put on there? 64 million. I don't know why they did that. They're just trying to fucking downplay him, bro.
Well, the whole point. I actually found out a motive for this. So what Ben Singer has actually stated on his Twitter, he made a post. Dragon Ball just brings out so many emotions in people. So by blatantly downplaying Goku to a degree where it makes Superman look like it shits on him because Goku's more popular, you'd be making people mad and creating controversy for your video so it gets more views. Thank you for enlightening me to that, Ben Singer, on your Twitter. But that explains exactly why they went to such great lengths and lied blatantly to make Superman win this death battle.
Makes sense.
And not to mention the whole no power scaling thing. That is complete bullshit because you need scaling. Otherwise, you would have ridiculous claims like saying that Master Roshi is stronger than the Grand Priest or Xeno's guards because they haven't done shit on panel, but Master Roshi has busted a moon. Right? So,
yeah.
I mean, if you go just by feats, yeah, he'd be stronger, but you need scaling, man.
Power scaling
is very examples important in comics where some characters are barely
Now, in my last video, I did talk about power scaling briefly. I did say that it would be something that's hard to do, but it's one of those things that it still needs to be done. But for Superman, it'd be hard to really scale his power against someone. Maybe that's just for me. Maybe there are people out there that can do power scaling and know a lot about it. I don't know. I'm not one of those people. I'm telling you that now. Anyways, let's continue.
Basically featless, but they're stated or implied to be stronger than other characters, but we know logically they're much stronger, even though they barely show anything, right? So
yeah.
And
And
Dragon Ball works differently from comics too. You need scaling. They directly like imply there's scaling there. Right?
and then like they say, oh, you can't use scaling by using some bullshit Kaizenshu quote, like a Kaizenshu's like an authority on Dragon Ball. It's fucking not.
They were basically nitpicking their sources. So they use a Kaizenshu, whatever, right? Or the Daizenshu.
Yeah, they
And
quoted Vegito EX like he was
Uh-huh.
part of the fucking Daizenshu or something.
like they're forgetting that many of these guys they state things that the manga and the anime say. For example, they state that Vegeta's a planet buster. Literally every single guide proves that Vegeta's a planet buster. They prove Frieza's a planet buster. They prove that Cell's a solar system buster, and they prove that Boo destroyed galaxies over many years.
It's also ironic because Ben Singer also says, oh, the argument of what's canon, what's not canon is pretty funny. But then if you use that logic, Goku has performed feats that can go like trillions of times the speed of light in episode 50 of Dragon Ball Z. You have King Vegeta fucking triple planet busting with like a wave of his hand. Or, you have Kid Buu fucking wiping out galaxies. You have Buhan about to threaten the entirety of the universe. So, if you are using all these sources, then you severely downplayed Goku. That's just period.
But now we want to make the distinction
yeah, you
that
would be.
they were trying to use Goku's speed on the Snake Way, right? Trying to imply it's the only feat that he has travel speed wise. Even though they were trying to play it off as it was his combat speed. Even though Goku has a feat, there's no power levels involved. There's no power scaling involved in this. He has an actual feat where, and like in the manga implies on the cover, I think it's volume 10, and the Frieza saga, that he travels across the planet, right?
Yeah.
And I believe it was like subrelativistic or something like that.
Yeah.
Around those levels. And you multiply it by 50 by the official Super Saiyan multiplier, and you would easily get like a couple times faster in light. I actually believe you made a video on this many months ago, didn't you?
Yeah, he crossed the planet in like an instant, and then you multiply that by 50, you'd get about the speed of light, because it takes light 1 second to travel around the world 7 times. So if you just have that, you get 1/14 the speed of light, and then times 50, you get over that. But an even better way to go about this is you could take Piccolo and just early Dragon Ball.
All right, I'm going to say this. I know I paused in the middle of a sentence, but the fact that they're actually doing a bunch of math to basically prove, who's right, who's wrong about certain things, it's actually pretty impressive. I really like this. I really appreciate this, and it's a really, really amazing thing that they decided to do. So they're not just saying what the answers are, they're actually working out what the math would be.
Like Dragon Ball Z, he blasted the moon, and it fucking hit the moon in just a couple seconds, right? And even if you just took that and multiplied it by the Super Saiyan multiplier, you'd have faster than light in just early Dragon Ball Z. So, I mean, if you took their their gravity formula, where they say you got like 500 times stronger by the end of the series, Jesus Christ, he'd be thousands of times the speed of light. Bare minimum. So none of their calculations don't even make fucking sense.
There's a clear distinction between travel speed and combat speed. Even like in the DC comics, they state this, right? For example, when Batman and Wonder Woman and Superman are talking about it, Wonder Woman says that she's faster in overall combat, but Superman has the better raw speed or travel speed. And
Right.
then Superman says, "Oh, so like what do you mean?" And then Bruce Wayne basically confirms to him, "Okay, who's faster, Bruce Lee or Usain Bolt?" Right? So Usain Bolt's much faster in overall running and travel speed, but Bruce Lee's much faster in combat. So, I mean, that's an example right there. Goku, like to imply that he's only, fucking what, like hypersonic or whatnot, like in Dragon Ball Z, even though he's much stronger than, Raditz and Piccolo, who could, react and fire these attacks that were relativistic to faster than light speeds. Is this complete bullshit, considering like even if you go down like the arc, in the Frieza saga, Goku like outright reacted to many of these attacks from Frieza, even like Gohan and a much stronger Piccolo, they couldn't react to. Only Vegeta could, and then Frieza got much faster, right? It's just complete downplay on that part. I also found out that, I mean, they were just nitpicking like statements because, they took like a statement from Batman saying that Superman's top speed was like, a couple billion times kilometers per hour or whatnot. But they ignore statements from Dragon Ball, right? Like when Cell stated that he was going to destroy the solar system, or, and this character was going to do this or whatnot. I mean, and we even have statements from the series that Vegeta says, to Goku, you're much stronger than your son when he fought Cell. So, we scale from that. Goku should be Solar System level, a Super Saiyan 2 in the Buu Saga.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah,
mean,
there's
no, we can't
tons of
use
guys.
statements. We can't use statements for scaling. No, we
Yeah,
can't.
it's just ironic that they say all this stuff about sources, and yet they're willing to use Vegito EX. Literally not credible at all. He said, power levels are bullshit or whatever, even though that's never stated or whatever by anybody. He's using a fan statement, but he won't use the official guides. You're going against author intent, which is a logical fallacy. And if you're going by the anime, there are multi-solar system level feats casually by Kid Buu, right? He slaughtered galaxies over years, whatever the fuck. And even slaughtering galaxies over years, that's not even just multi-solar system. That's also faster than light as well. So even if you just said that was faster than light at Super Saiyan 3 level, and then did your bullshit times 10 Super Saiyan 4 multiplier, you'd still be fucking wrong. So none of your shit is making sense here. So let's go into detail about how strong exactly they said he was.
All right, guys, I want to make a quick note.
All right, so pretty much they just worked out speed and everything, and doing speed, strength, and durability, all this is very, very important. We need to find out a good baseline, but they're mostly just like fact checking him and basically saying, even though they're giving out correct information, they're also misleading people in a lot of different ways. Like, what they're saying does come from, like, certain places. Like, for instance, like, the speed and stuff, his base one did probably come from a actual credible source. But, I mean, even if you do take that into consideration, it's... the way that they handle the rest of it was kind of shady. Now, I'm going to defend them with one thing. They are trying to make it an even battle. And they also do want to make it in a way where they'll get lots of views. So, anyways, let's continue.
Out of something, we actually meant to say 35 sextillion megatons, not 45 sextillion megatons. We had a little typo there. But I mean, relatively, like the levels that we got for attack potency and durability for Goku, they should still be pretty much in the same ranges of power. Okay, guys. So according to Screw Attack, Goku's durability as a Super Saiyan 4 is 45 sextillion megatons, which is fucking pretty much, yeah, it's fucking nothing, and it's completely downplaying Goku's durability.
It sounds like a big number, though. I'll give him that.
But if you get into it and you get into the descriptive capability of, like how much force it takes to destroy a star or a solar system, it's like nothing, right?
Yeah.
So then, we do simple conversions. 45 sextillion megatons would be about 45 million zetatons. And, 45,000 zetatons to yotatons is 45,000 yotatons. Now, I know you guys are going to be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, what are these numbers, right? But it's going to make sense later on. So Superman was, calculated at 10 octillion megatons, which, at the very end of the conversion, we get 100 billion yotatons. So that means that Superman would be about 2.2 million times stronger in durability than Goku. We can use our calcs as well. We can use other people's calcs, from Frieza, for example. Frieza's feat was calculated to be, relatively small star level in his first form when he blew up planet Vegeta.
When Frieza destroyed planet Vegeta.
Okay, so for all of you that don't know about Frieza, this is his first form. Now, it's also completely inaccurate because it's not even his base form. His base form is what is known as his final form. And his race, by the way, this is Frieza, his race actually creates these forms that they go into to reduce their power. So when they come across enemies and stuff that they have to battle, they can use these lower forms to measure their strength. And it's like, okay, they're actually pretty strong. Then they transform into their next form. And they keep doing that until they don't have to, until they reach their final transformation if they need to. So Frieza was at 530,000 in his first form, which is his weakest he's ever been recorded at. and then he only gets stronger from there. And he easily, with one finger, destroyed Planet Vegeta and its moon in its entirety.
Vegeta, he did it in his first form with one finger, ultra casually. This was confirmed in like every fucking Dragon Ball media out there.
Yeah.
Anything that'll talk about this will say Frieza destroyed it with one finger. He basically destroyed a Planet Vegeta within the time frame of about 1 second and completely obliterated it. A planet with 10 times the mass or gravity of Earth, which would calculate to be 1.7 million yotatons of TNT or 1.7 tenatons, which would be high dwarf star level, meaning even first form Frieza would, in theory, be stronger than Screw Attack's hypothetical calculations for Super Saiyan 4 Goku. First form Frieza would be stronger by feats and science. So basically, fact would be stronger than the calculations they had for Super Saiyan 4 Goku. That should instantly tell you these guys have no idea what the fuck they're talking about.
All right, by the way, I'm going to say this. I am sorry about the language if you are offended by it. If not, okay. But anyways, for all of you, like I said, that don't know, Goku defeated Frieza when he never fought Frieza in his first form. Never fought him in his first form, his second form, or his third form. He fought him in his final form and his full powered form and golden form. So he fought him when he was actually only using 1% of his energy. And it was still stronger than his very first form. And that was when he was in his base form too. He was able to defeat Frieza while he was in his full powered form with the use of Super Saiyan. So this is just showing you a lot, because saying that first form Frieza is stronger than Super Saiyan 4 is completely ridiculous, because that is nowhere near the truth.
And then let's not even get into the fact that final form Frieza is confirmed in the Daizenshu to be like 200 times stronger than that. So he'd easily be about star level. It's just absolute bullshit, man. And especially when you consider the fact that Perfect Cell would be a solar system buster, confirmed by pretty much every fucking guide and media out there, just like Frieza. He'd be a solar system buster, which is like thousands of times stronger than that at bare minimum. And then you have multi-solar system busters that could be fucking trillions of times greater than that, in the form of Kid Buu when he slaughtered galaxies.
Yeah.
And don't even get me started on the fact that
Yeah.
he threatened the universe within thousands of years. But
Oh, yeah, he
that's more of
did.
a highball. So they are off by at least 1,000,000 times.
Oh my god.
So
All right. So this is all their information that they have when it comes to it. I'm just going to leave it here for just a moment so you guys can see, what's what. All right, I feel like I gave you long enough. If you guys don't have all the information that you need, you can go ahead and pause it, or you just, after I play it and go past it, you can just rewind it back and pause it.
they definitely lowballed him here.
Like it was stated, by Vegeta that Goku's stronger than Gohan when he fought Cell, who's, confirmed
Soul-
solar system buster.
Gohan was specifically stated to be a solar system buster in the guide as well. It wasn't just Cell, but Gohan was also stated to be.
Goku the Super Saiyan 2 is already pretty much like low scale multi-solar system level, right? And times 4 for Super Saiyan 3, he'd easily be multi-solar system level, right? Considering he even fought Kid Buu, who, as we've proven, has destroyed galaxies over, several years. And even if you heavily downplay him, he could still destroy dozens of them in a day.
Kid Buu should at least be star level anyway, because to threaten the universe, you at least got to be star level. I mean, come on now. Are you telling me Kid Buu is just like a hypersonic fucking planet buster, it would take him. It would take. It would take him like duodecillions of years to destroy the fucking universe. Like he would. He'd be like barely any more of a threat than the actual like Frieza. So it just doesn't make any logical sense at all. Like I don't know what the fuck they were thinking with this. You can clearly tell that these guys are fucking rats anyway. I mean, look at how they calculated Goku's speed, and they like deliberately fucking halved his speed instead of multiplying it so that he wouldn't be faster than Superman. I mean, just come on, man. You can't fucking tell me this shit is accurate, bro. I don't know who the fuck can actually listen to these guys with a straight face anymore, man. It's just so ridiculous. Anyways, we're gonna be debunking their second one. So the thing about the second one, you'll agree with me on this one, is that it's extremely vague. Like they just kind of said, "Well, I don't know, Goku's pretty tough, but Superman is infinite tough." So like, they clearly didn't fucking try at all.
That is
kind of pulled out some fucking
extremely
jack
vague
off shit for Superman. So what they were doing is they're using New 52 Superman, and then they try to claim that he was infinite by using post-crisis Superman feats and All-Star Superman. But what happened is they said that Superman lifted the Spectre and lifted a book with infinite pages, which I've debunked. But basically the lowdown is Superman didn't lift the Spectre at all. Like they literally tried to lift him, and they had the help of Green Lantern, by the way. They didn't. They tried to lift him, and they failed. They didn't lift him. So even if he was infinite, he didn't get picked up. So I don't know where they're going with that. So crashing to the earth, no effect. He's not infinite weight, and Superman never lifted him. For the infinite book, he never lifted that either. So I don't know why they're using that.
All right, and also not to mention, if Superman has infinite lifting potential, why does he need help from Justice League to like carry planets? Like he's been shown to struggle with lifting planets.
Fucking
Like what
pissing himself lifting these planets. Yeah, he's supposed to have infinite strength. Like yeah, right. And what's with the fucking strength shit anyway? Since when did lifting strength equate to striking strength anyway?
Doesn't at all.
Yeah, what the fuck? So are you telling me that since Superman can only like barely lift Earth and planets, that he's only has planet level punches? Frieza solos? Question mark.
Post-crisis Superman was able to punch Darkseid so hard that it shook a star system. Yet he struggles to lift planets, stuff like that. So
But I will agree on one thing: he has limitless potential.
as does Goku.
Yeah, they both have limitless potential. Superman can absorb as much fucking sun radiation as he needs to, blah, blah, blah. Goku can become as strong as he needs to, blah, blah, blah. But neither of them have infinite strength, and I feel like that's a serious cop-out. It's almost as bad as a cop-out as, having Goku's speed. They basically just copped out, said he had infinite, even though he doesn't. There's actually a guide that specifically states that Superman has limits. And I feel like we need to bring this up as well. The writers don't agree with each other on Superman.
Yeah. So basically, like many of these like fanboys, they try to connect.
So this already says a lot, okay? So if the writers don't agree with each other about certain things, then that means there are different types of Superman out there. Ones that can do certain things and others that can't do those things. So this is already giving us a lot more information about, why you can't use all of the information given by, like, all the different types of information given by Superman, like, for Superman by the writers, because a lot of the writers don't agree with each other.
All these different continuities, even though all these authors contradict themselves, they don't all agree on the same thing. Like, for example, one may show, Superman can fight against Emperor Joker, who's like fifth dimensional, but then, another writer says, oh, he's only like moon level, right? Or whatnot. So like, you can't like connect them like accurately. It's just way too much.
Here's something, I'll give you an example. Question: who is the strongest character in comics? Which James Brackett replies with, in any fight, my money's on Superman. So this writer thinks Superman is stronger than any character in comics. Now here's another author. Jerry Ordway is replying to the Goku vs. Superman battle. He says, sorry, don't know that much about Goku's power levels to answer. Superman's strong, but he could win or lose depending on the variables. Now, what variables do you think would be in play here? The variables are who is writing Superman? Is it someone that thinks Superman's a fucking god? Or is it someone that thinks Superman's fodder and can't even catch bullets? That's the problem with Superman.
Yeah.
Is he's inconsistent as fuck because he's written by so many different people. However, Goku is written by one guy, and that's why statements for him and guides for him are way different than they would be for Superman.
Yeah, so I've already said this, that Superman's written by multiple different people, while Goku is written by one person, Akira Toriyama. And so the guides for, Goku are going to be way more accurate just due to the fact that, you don't have other authors, saying, oh, well, that's not true or anything, because when it comes down to Goku, since there's only one person writing it, then the forums and stuff and like all the information that is actually published and everything would be accurate, would be 100% accurate, just due to the fact that as long as Akira Toriyama, sorry, it's really hard to say his name fast, doesn't say that that's not true, then it would be something that we can go ahead and assume is true until he says otherwise. But when the same thing happens with Superman, it's like, all right, well, this guide came out about Superman. It's like, okay, this seems true, and everything. And it's like, then you have like, a couple authors that say, oh, that's not true. He can't do that. And then you have other authors that say that he can do that. Well, would that be true or not? Because let's say half of them are saying he can't and the other half are saying that he can. Well, I mean, they all have the right to, say what would be true and what wouldn't be true because they did write Superman. But they wrote their own version of Superman. So which Superman should we use? All right, well, let's go ahead and continue.
But other than that, you can't really say anything about how strong God Goku is. I mean, because Dragon Ball Super wasn't out yet. And you can't really say anything about the Superman because he's some weird composite version. So if you're looking for an actual, like, New 52 versus God Goku, who the fuck wins? I want to know. I got a video on that. I got Superman fans on it with me. I fucking went in on that video. It will be in the description if you want to know an actual winner. But for now, I think this video has been fucking officially debunked. It is absolute shit. It is literally just a fucking turd on this website that people unfortunately have to look at, and that the unfortunate creators will never own up to for being a mistake. But anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned something. Be sure to subscribe to me, more importantly, but also consider subscribing to my bottom bitch. And other than that, until next time.
All right. So, guys, that was that. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I didn't really give a lot of reactions when it came to it. I really need to get a lot better with that. I'm actually trying to get a webcam. I think that's probably one of the things I'm going to buy later on and down the line. But yeah, and one thing I want to have is I'm definitely going to depend. I don't know. I might. Never mind. I'm not going to say it if I'm not going to do it. But anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, go ahead and hit that like button. If you're all new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and comment down below. What are your thoughts on this video? I mean, they did give a lot of factual information, and they did back it up with sources. Alright, and I'll see you guys in the next video.